Welcome back to another Xynos Adventure Development Update. Today, I'm going to show you how we're implementing teleportation within the same scene, which will be crucial for creating secret passages and shortcuts in our Pokémon-inspired Auto Battler RPG. Before we dive in, I want to share a quick update. I've been quiet lately because I was searching for a 3D artist to help build our game's environment. After working with a few artists who struggled with Unity integration and deadlines, my wife stepped in to help. And honestly, she's been incredible. Not just matching my programming pace, but truly understanding the vision for Xynos Adventure. It's been a game changer for our development process. Now, let's look at how we're implementing this teleportation system. It's a simple but effective solution that uses two main scripts, Teleport Trigger and Camera Controller. The complete source code will be available in the video description, so you can follow along or use it in your own projects. Let's get started. In Xynos Adventure, portals play a crucial role in our tutorial and gameplay mechanics. We have two types of portals, yellow and blue. Yellow portals trigger comic book-style cutscenes, while blue portals handle teleportation. The blue portals serve two purposes. They can either move the player to a different section within the same map, which is what we're implementing today, or transport them to a completely different zone, which would be a different Unity scene. This system is particularly important for our tutorial, where we want players to learn how to interact with these glowing portals on the ground. It's a core mechanic that players will encounter throughout their adventure. In this video, I'll show you how I implemented the same scene teleportation system, which is perfect for creating shortcuts or connecting different areas within a single map. The cross-scene teleportation will be covered in a future video. Let's see how we can implement this same scene teleportation system. Let's set up our scene. First, we need two main objects, the portal and the target marker. For the portal, create a new game object that has some cool particle effects. Add a capsule collider to it and make sure isTrigger is checked. This way, the collider won't physically block the player, but will detect when they enter the portal. Next, create a cube that will serve as our target marker. This is where the player will teleport to. Since this is just a reference point, we'll disable its mesh renderer and collider. You can temporarily enable the mesh renderer while placing it in the right spot. Then disable it again when you're done. The target marker should be placed exactly where you want the player to appear after teleportation. Make sure it's at the correct height to match your game's requirements. Once you have both objects in place, we can move on to adding the teleportation script. Now, let's create our teleportation script. Create a new C# script called Teleport Trigger and attach it to our portal game object. The script inherits from Player Enter Trigger, which is a base class that handles the trigger detection. Player Enter Trigger is a parent class I created to handle the player character entering a collider. The inheriting child class is supposed to be overriding the Handle Character Enter method to add a custom logic. As for the child class Teleport Trigger, we are directly setting the position of the character to the position of the teleport target object, and this will make the player character teleport to it. We should remember to also teleport the camera along with the player character. In real life, teleporting is impossible, but in games, it's as simple as adding that one line to set the position. I hope you would add such a fun mechanic to your game as well to make it more interesting. I have already gone over how I set up the main camera that follows the player character smoothly in a previous video. In order to allow the camera to teleport with the player character, I simply had to refactor the code a bit and add a new method called Teleport to Target. If you want to learn about exactly what change took place in this script, please compare the two versions from the previous video and this video. Not much has been changed. Let's finish up our teleportation system. First, make sure to disable the mesh renderer and collider on your target marker cube. We don't want players to see or interact with it during gameplay. A few best practices to keep in mind. Always test your teleportation points to ensure the player won't get stuck in any geometry. Also, consider adding visual effects to your portals to make them more noticeable to players. That completes our same scene teleportation system. In the next video, I'll show you how I implemented the cutscenes for the yellow portals. As a React web developer, Learning Unity's UI system was quite different from what I'm used to. I had to learn how to work with Unity's UI components and program them effectively. It was a challenging but interesting experience, and I'm excited to share what I learned with you. Don't forget to check the video description for the complete source code. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.